did some.
What are those beads? What are they?
It's wood. It's all wood. So I used the man cutters, the little eye cutters, you know, little circular cutters to make the beads, and then they've got some gold paint on them. So I still have some work to do on the finish, and then there's this piece too that I've finished painting and now finishing. So.
There you go.
Yeah, this is the first like fairly red piece I've turned with the highlights. I've got some. This is, you know, it's kind of washing out here in the light, but I've got some white highlights in here. This is a lot more in person, but I'm really happy with how this works. It's pretty cool. What's that?
How long does it take to do that?
I don't know. I mean, probably turning the piece itself took, you know, half an hour to do or 20 minutes. And then the carving took.
For the past couple weeks, that's the piece you've been showing bits and pieces of?
Yes. So it probably, I don't know, probably took me 2 hours to do all the carving. And then it's been sitting here for weeks while I tried to think about what to, you know, how to paint it. And so I came up with the reds, and then I still wasn't sure what to do with the rest. I did this bit first with the reds with the whites here, and I didn't know what to do with the parts between it. So I sat on that for a couple days too before I figured it out. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this piece turned out. So I like it a lot.
That's very, really good. Very good. The knot in there, it goes down.
Alright, sharpening up my bowl gouge, trying to get the last little bit of life out of it. It's getting pretty short. I've got a new one, but I'm not ready to start shaping it yet.
Little stem in the middle there. That's all, just playing around. And most of the stuff, well, I don't know if you saw it, I put on Facebook my recapture. This it blew up in pieces. Everybody here inspired me. Last week we were talking, Bob Grinsky was talking about inside out turning.
Who's in today?
Again, I have just a couple of things.
Got, I need to get my reading glasses.
Know a lot about, but you do take, you take 4 pieces of wood, and in this case here, I like best putting type bond and
Can't see the chat on my phone.
between each shape, and it makes it easy.
Alright, we're gonna make more tops. I do it probably every day. I make tops to give away. And I need to make 30 tops for Saturday, which doesn't seem like that many. I can make them pretty quick, but after working a full-time job, sometimes I don't feel like spending all evening in this workshop. So we'll see how many we can get done tonight. It's 7 o'clock p.m. here in the Midwest, and we'll see what we can get done. Me and my wife run a teen group for at-risk teens, and every year we do this. We've been doing this for 6 or 7 years, and we meet up once a month. And every year I like to do a little thing with tops, that tops have value and they have purpose. Even if they're not great spinners, they do what they were made to do. So that's why I'm making tops. Alright, so the first thing I have to do is make a tenon to mount. Have to make a tenon to mount in the chuck, and then I can start turning tops from this end. Hopefully I don't have too many cracks in there. I didn't see those before. This is a piece of yew. It's kind of a shrub. Cool thing about wood turning is it's very short, quick projects. You can accomplish a lot in an hour. Very good for mental health. Make sure that's tight. Got some glue in there or something. To fix that. You gotta see this. Usually I get covered in shavings. Back up here. See what that looks like. cool.
It was. No, I didn't do any of this with the hand saw. All just with the cube. I came in.
Alright, so right now I'm turning at about 2,000 RPM. It's pretty fast, but it's spindle turning, so it's not too much danger of stuff flying off. I'm using my bowl gouge instead of a spindle gouge because there's branches that have come out, and if you use a spindle gouge, you're doing end grain, and you're not supposed to do that. So bowl gouge will do everything. It's a thicker tool. So that's what we're doing. I waited a little bit too long to take off the tip. Wait for it. Nice. Very hard to turn out here because I already have the stem, so there's a lot of vibration to it. I waited too long to finish that to do this, but not impossible. Take a little bit of sandpaper. Whoop. Just to take off the sharp edges. All right, this is pretty cool. Now we might get a little bit of wobble because the pith is on this side. That might be a little bit denser. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's less dense, but it's never the same. So we'll see.
332-inch drill bit. That's the size.
Now for this one, I usually do.
Matt did his demonstration. He held the plug.
I usually do super glue from Satellite City as a coating, but this one I'm going to do some homemade abrasive paste. This is beeswax and mineral oil and diatomaceous earth as the aggregate, I guess. If you guys are interested in this, definitely subscribe to my channel, hit the like. But also, I have in the background the Worldwide Woodturners group. They meet every Wednesday on Zoom, so anywhere in the world you can join in. You can watch very talented woodturners. Yeah, beeswax. Just really learn a lot, see a lot. It's just interesting, see what people do. Wait till you see the difference after this. So the diatomaceous earth that's mixed in it's like kind of like eggshells consistency, I guess, and they collect it from the desert. It's bones and shells from shellfish and stuff that are in the desert for some reason, because at one point during the Great Flood everything was covered with water. And anyway, you mix that in and it creates an abrasive that just polishes. It's like a 10,000 grit. So now when we go clean it off, it's almost a mirror finish. It's smooth as you can get with wood. You can see it reflecting, the paper towel reflecting on the edge. This is why I don't get many tops made. I spend too much time on each one. Yeah, that's nice. Look at that compared to the original wood. All right, see how it spins. That's not too bad. Pull to the left. All right, make another one. I'll try to do a different shape with this one. Make it look like an umbrella. So the other thing with making a top is tops spin because of rotational inertia. So the more mass you get to the outside, the more stable it's going to spin. So if we can get it perfectly balanced and a lot of mass on the outside, that's a good spinning top. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm going to undercut the top and then undercut the bottom of it. Yeah, you know what I mean. Hey Mike, I've done some yo-yos. They're not easy, but I love making yo-yos. It's hard to get the two sides equal if you make it. Now they have kits that have like a bearing and a metal insert and all that, and that's kind of like cheating. But I've made them from scratch. I'll go grab some. I'll show you.
Alrighty. Any other questions or comments or? That is my presentation tonight. Thank you a lot. Thanks, Dewey. Next up is Milton.
Ooh, push it to the side. So I made this one probably works the best. But I've given away all the good yo-yos. I don't hardly keep anything. I give stuff away. So I like this one. It fits in my hand best. I don't think it works awesome. This one does not work very good, but it looks kind of cool. It's small. Then I made this one. It doesn't work at all. Not heavy enough. But yeah, this is my favorite shape. Maybe I'll make a yo-yo. All right. We'll see. Oh, that wood turning game? I never downloaded that. I always meant to. I never tried it. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this part since it's a little bit bigger. That way I don't have to go back. Pottery. Pottery seems messy to me. This one I'm gonna put this Satellite City thick super glue, CA glue, just to protect that tip. Helps keep the tip sharp longer. The sharper the tip, the more it spins in one spot. Don't have a knife right there. Alright, so to put this on, I'm going to slow the lathe down. Otherwise I get a face full, not a face full, I wear a face shield at all times. You don't want to do this without a face shield. I have safety glasses and a face shield on. Spin it slow. Looks pretty good. Alright, and then to make sure the super glue is set, I'm using my accelerator spray. As you guys know, there's accelerator spray that you can immediately cure super glue. Doesn't even take that much. Set. Alright, now we can finish the rest of it. The color difference once you get the coating on is amazing. Speed her back up. Slowed it down to 900. Back up to 2000 now. Hulk, did I say something that wasn't nice? I'm sorry.
Learned a lot, you did a good job.
I don't remember.
I learned a lot of problems, great. With this one especially, very nice. I don't know how to take that. I don't either. I had one person warn me.
I don't know why people gotta get on and be crude. Just be crude in your own mind. You don't need to. You need to involve us all in your crudeness, dysfunction. I mean, I know a lot of people are unhappy. There's a lot of people that are happy. I just don't get it. Not all of us want to be miserable and join you in your crudeness. I think I'm gonna do a two-tone.
It was okay, it did the job. But last year at woodturning, I think it was last year or the year before, I met Pete Martin, and I got this from the hybrid wedge machine.
Alright, see if we can do this.
Every single penny. If you're gonna play around with segmenting, put the money into this one method. He called it the wedge method. And,
Yeah, leave a spot of
I cut perfect rings the first time.
no glue ring.
So with that one, you didn't have to use the plastic, high
No.
heat?
This ball milled out of the steam
Let's do
station.
that.
And it has stop points, and you probably can't see because of what I it's got stop points, that tells you what the number of segments are. You just drop that pin in place and lock it down, and you're ready to fly.
Oh, wow, wow.
Alright,
Did you pull that, guys?
let's see how this one spins. Got kind of a short stem, but we should be able to hold it.
And I made a stop block that's adjustable to the thickness
That looks pretty cool.
of the segment. To the leading piece.
Oh, it's not. It's a little wobbly.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if this, can you please name an exact so I can write it down?
Somebody just did. Yeah. No, he's not one.
Mm. Well,
And he's got another one that's got a phenomenal top on it, that's a slippery, and he's got a matching stop block with it, with calipers on it and everything, and, I like the slippery. I like a little bit of the.
these are hard to spin because the edge is so close to the point. You have to spin it straight up and down. There it goes. A little wobbly. Wood is tough. It's got a lot of density changes in it, where it changes from dense to not dense. Like light to heavy, and it's hard to make spinning things like tops and yo-yos with wood. They're just not consistent. But boy, when you get a good piece of wood, you know it. Alright, let's make another one. You get one more out of this piece, I think. This one got some splits in it. We got some stuff going on. I'm not optimistic about this one. That's a nice point. So, hey Mike S, Mike C, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure there is, like, I have, what's it called? I have some really, really tough woods that are very consistent, but I think regardless of the wood is probably the cut is more important, like when you've got branches in it, and like this one's got a knot right through there. That's probably worse. Like a good piece of wood that doesn't have any knots or growth in it would be really good for tops to be consistent. Like this yo-yo is made out of maple. There's no. It's just wood. Maple. I don't know what it's called. There's wood grain that's more stringy, and then there's some that's, I don't know if it's called cross-linked or cross-grain. I forget what it's called. I have to look that up. But where it's not quite as stringy, and it's more of a solid grain that's like better for carving. Somebody I'm sure in here knows what it's called. But man, I might not even sand this. Maybe a little bit. I'll do a little bit. don't know if you can, you gotta see this. The grain in this one. Getting the camera where you want it. Those little folds are all, there's like a little wave to the grain. You can see the grain's going this way, but there's like these little waves, but it's perfectly smooth. It's like wrinkles in the grain. That is really cool. Alright, let's put some glue on this one.
Actually not this year. That's coming through the wood. There's some sort of here and here.
If you just joined us, I'm listening to the Worldwide Woodturners in the background. It is every Wednesday evening at about this time. It's a free Zoom group that just talks about wood turning. Anybody can join. It's free on the worldwidewoodturners.org website. There is a link to join the Zoom. I think this is going to be one of my favorites. And you can join the meeting. You don't have to talk. I never talk in the meeting. I don't know why. They're really good wood turners. It's a little intimidating. That grain is so wild. That's so cool.
A friend of mine came to class we were in, and I didn't know who did it, but there was a bowl sitting on the table. And I picked it up and
Put another layer of. I'm going to actually use the abrasive paste we talked about earlier on the CA glue and really polish it up, because I really like this one. This one's coming out really nice. It's smaller. Last night somebody was saying they looked like the totem from the movie Inception. And typically I try to make tops that are bigger than that, but they don't ever spin as good. And that kind of, like, that goes into the cut, and the bigger they are, the more chance that they won't spin very good. Get my phone out of the way of the stuff. My phone always ends up covered in product. By the way, I'm just using my Samsung, I think it's a 23, S23, to do all the video. Everybody stop commenting, no more comments. If you have any questions or anything, feel free. Now's the time. So the best thing to do with the abrasive paste is to spin it really fast. Oh, that's turning out really nice. And it builds up heat and breaks down. How shiny it is. Breaks down the abrasive into smaller and smaller pieces and almost acts like a wax. This is beautiful. The camera doesn't do it justice. This might be my all-time favorite one. Then you keep going to a new clean spot on the rag. That is so nice. Alright. Cut this one off and see how it spins. It's got that little ripple in it, like a quilted maple or something. I just haven't seen that before. Not on a piece this small. And it's not on this side. It's not on this side at all. Only on this side. But you can't even feel it. Alright. Whoop. Uh-oh. Now I did it. Yeah, that's a pretty nice one. It's heavy on one side. You can usually see where it's heavy. You see where it rests. And if it rests in the same spot every time, yeah. So we're heavy right here. I had one that I drilled holes in and got it to spin pretty good. This one's too good to mess up, even if it is wobbly. I love that. Gravity? I don't believe in gravity. It's a figment of our imagination. see what else I have. All right, this is a pretty good piece. I don't know what I would use this for. I'm gonna square it up, but this is a piece of bacote, and wait till you see this finished. Let me square it up real quick. That's the cut edge. I might be able to get that in the chuck right off the bat. I always get it started with a live center in, just to get it round. Once it's round, I take it back off. Always give it a spin to make sure it doesn't hit anything. So this wood is very dense. I can get a better finish off the tool than I can sanding. I love, this is one of my favorites. It is very noisy because I'm so far out from the chuck. So I have to take my time so it doesn't spin out of the jaws. Alright, so the thinner you make the stem, the more turns you get in your finger when you flick it, so the faster it'll go. If you think about it, it's like a tire. The more, or a gear ratio. Got a piece of 2500 grit here. It might just polish this up on its own. Yeah, maybe not. Oh, that's pretty nice actually. You can see all of the grain. So I'll put super glue on this, but it really won't improve from that too much. This is a nice small one, fit in your pocket. Take it on an airplane, or if you're in a board meeting and you're bored. I found out the hard way though, some CEOs don't like you playing with tops in a board meeting. So sometimes I'll turn the speed of the lathe down and put the super glue on while it's on the lathe. Other times I just kind of turn it with my hand. Usually turns out about the same. See the smoke coming off the super glue? Maybe. When it smokes when it's curing. Gets pretty hot too. You don't want that on your fingers. Alright. That's a good one. That's a good one. Look at that. Oh, on the floor. The floor gets further and further away every day. That's a nice one. What's the first one I made? How many have I made? I thought I made 4 now, but I can't find one. So, funny story about tops. A couple years ago, we were building some equipment for a customer. I'm a engineering manager for a energy company. We were building some equipment for a customer, and we had a couple of the guys in the couple managers from our company, couple managers from their company, and these are guys that manage hundreds of millions of dollars worth of equipment at any given time. A lot of stress, a lot of pressure, and I had a handful of tops on my desk, and it was kind of late at night, late into the evening. I wouldn't say late at night, late into the evening, and one of them asked about these tops on my desk. So I brought him into the conference room, which is right next to my office, and had these four guys, higher ups in their respective companies, spinning tops and just laughing like kids, like they hadn't played in so long, and it was like this huge stress relief, but so funny. And I videotaped it, but there's no way I could ever release that video. Like, these guys were too far up the chain. But yeah, kind of a funny story. First one to move is gay. I think the last one to use that out-of-date meme is gay. Maybe. Nah, I shouldn't have said that, sorry. Take it back. Alright, let's see how this one spins. I thought it was going to go off. I should check the level of my lathe, because they always go down to this side. That's a nice one for a little guy. This one you can keep in your pocket. Spin it when you need to. Make sure you're not in the matrix. Because, right, if you're in the matrix, it would never stop. Alright, guys, it's been over an hour. You're probably all wanting to go somewhere else. I don't blame you. There's another top somewhere. I need to find it. Maybe tomorrow night I'll make yo-yos. Yeah, I don't know. I made another top. Must have fallen on the floor somewhere. Alright, it's been an hour. If you like this, please subscribe. Check for me. I've been doing more and more of these lives. It's a lot of fun. And I like to get the word out about wood turning. It's a great thing to do if you're stressed out. If you work an office job like me and I need to do something with my hands. If you just need to let out some steam, you can turn a piece of wood down to a toothpick. But definitely subscribe, thumbs up. Hope to see you back. And thanks for stopping in.